Reading Rainbow is made possible by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a private corporation funded by the American people, by the annual financial support from viewers like you, and by grants from the National Science Foundation, supporting programs that enable all children to succeed in science, mathematics, and technology. The Pew Charitable Trusts, and the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, and by a grant from Kellogg's, who reminds you to take time each day for reading, and by Chef Jr.
Learning your ABCs takes practice. Chef Jr., makers of ABCs and 1, 2, 3's pasta.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. Friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow, a reading rainbow, a reading
Hosted by LeVar Burton. Hi there. My name is LeVar Burton. Oh, today, have you noticed they got a purple purse? They noticed they got it from Women's? You always had to take my word, because all the purses known for women's going to work. And this is a brown purse. Did you know about that? Well, you should know about all the purses all around the rainbow of those colors. Well, you don't take my word for it, because I have a story just for you. And this one is called Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Let's read the story. And this is the coolest celebrity. Take it away, partners. Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Narrated by Kevin Clash, from the voice of Elmo from Sesame Street. Wait for us! Lilly loved school. I love school! She loved the pointy pencils. She loved the squeaky chalk. And she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. Lilly loved the privacy of her very own desk. Mine! She loved the fish sticks and the chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. Straws make everything taste better. And most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. For you. Listen up! Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts, he wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lilly. That was just about all she could say. Wow! Instead of greetings, students, or good morning, pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks in rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you really think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly, crunchy, and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lilly. Me too, said her friends, Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lilly pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher. Teachers know everything. She told her big brother Julius, listen up. Lilly even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. "What's with Lily?" asked her mother. "I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva," said her father. "It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger." "She?" said her mother. "Wow," said her father. Now it's just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. "Big friendly Mr. Nice Teacher." By me, Lily. And at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the colt, starring Elderly. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anything else in class, even though if she didn't know the answer. "Call on me, please, please!" And she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. "I want to be a teacher when I grow up," said Lily. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was opened. Lily wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Listen to our story." Lily had a hard time listening. Lily really wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Let's be considerate of our classmates." Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. "Not now," said Mr. Slinger. "Wait until recess or sharing time." But Lily could not wait. "She's in trouble." The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. "Look," Lily whispered fiercely. "Look, everyone, look what I've got." Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. "I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day," said Mr. Slinger. "They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home." Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone, her quarters were gone, her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat a snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought, and she thought, and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought, and she thought, and she thought some more. And then she became furious. She thought, and she thought, and she thought a bit longer. And then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Aha! Big fat mean Mr. Stealing Teacher. Wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked a drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her purple plastic purse back. "It's a beautiful purse," said Mr. Slinger. "Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lilly said as she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lilly opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today's a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lilly ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lilly decided to sit in an uncooperative chair. "I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger." Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 199. Oh, I have an idea. That night, Lilly drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him too. Lilly was really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and worms. The end. Listen up! Could you be nice to be kind and nice teacher, principal? Lilly bought worms, bugs, and oops, I stepped on it. I really sorry. Really sorry. Hey look, I'm an author! How could he resist my no-frills cheese balls? What does it say? Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lilly to take to school the next day. "I think Mr. Slinger will understand," said Lily's mother. "I know he will," said Lily's father. Next morning, Lilly got to school early. "These are for you," Lilly said to Mr. Slinger, "because I'm really sorry." Mr. Slinger read a story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note. "What does it say?" And he sampled the snacks. "Yum, yum." "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. "Wow." "Hooray for Mr. Slinger!" "What do you think we should do with this?" asked Mr. Slinger. "Can we just throw it away?" asked Lilly. "Excellent idea, Mr. Slinger. It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3 clothes are even better than a $1 bill because they won't make noise. Glass protection from harmful rays." During sharing time, Lilly demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. Then she did a little performance using them as props. "It's called the interpretive dance," said Lilly. Mr. Slinger joined in. "Wow," said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow! Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked in safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily's snacks, to everyone's delight. "What do you want to be when you grow up?" asked Mr. Slinger. "A teacher!" everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. "Excellent choice," said Mr. Slinger. "Hooray for Mr. Slinger! Delish! Wow! Goodies! Yippee! No frills cheese balls!" As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lilly held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lilly ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she really did not want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver. Accident, accident, woo, woo! Or a diva, or a pilot, or a hairdresser. Hold still, the doctor is here! Ready for takeoff! Or a scuba diver. The end. That was a great storybook with Lily's purple plastic purse. Back to you, LeVar Burton. Thanks, Kevin Clash. And here is a scene where you know about the British children's television show made for preschoolers. This was called Teletubbies. In the episode of Diorama Packing, in the segment called Tinky Winky's Heavy Bag. Take it away.
One day, in Teletubby Land, Tinky Winky was too full up to finish his tubby toast.
Tinky, full up.
So he put it in his bag to save it for later.
In the bag. Yay! Bye!
It wasn't very long before Tinky Winky saw Dipsy's hat.
Ah!
So he put it in his bag.
Hat in bag. Yay!
A little further on, Tinky Winky saw Lala's ball.
Lala's ball.
So Tinky Winky put it in his bag.
Ball in bag. Yay!
Tinky Winky hadn't gone very far when he saw Poe's scooter.
Pokuta.
So he put it in his bag.
Yeah!
There. Now Tinky Winky's bag was all full up. But Tinky Winky's bag was kind of heavy.
Rather heavy.
Tinky Winky couldn't carry it.
Uh-oh.
Can you remember what's inside the bag? Well, let's have a look.
Uh-oh.
What's in the bag, Tinky Winky?
Pokuta.
Poe's scooter? Oh, no. What else is in the bag?
Uh-oh.
What's in the bag, Tinky Winky?
Lala's ball.
Lala's ball? What else?
Uh-oh.
What's in the bag, Tinky Winky?
Dipsy's hat.
Dipsy's hat? Well, no wonder the bag is so heavy, Tinky Winky. All the other Teletubbies were looking everywhere for their favorite things.
Where's the ball?
Uh-oh.
So, Tinky Winky decided to take everything out of the bag again.
Out the bag. Ball. Hat. Yay!
There. Now everybody's got their favorite thing.
Uh-oh.
What's that noise? There's still something in Tinky Winky's bag.
Yum, 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 tubby toast!
And Tinky Winky put the piece of tubby toast back in his bag to save it for later.
And there goes Tubby Toast inside Tinky Winky's bag. And that is the end. I love how women notices they got a purse. They gotta know about going to work the other day. Let's hear some of the kids want to know about our favorite storybooks. My name is Michelle Trachtenberg. I did a role for Harriet M. Welch. I'm 11 years old, and I noticed they got to know about our storybook called The Purple Hat. It was by Tracy Campbell Pearson. The way I love using our purple hat, that's just the way you wear it. And I love wearing my favorite hat to know when I'm going to be happy. And so I keep up with the purple hat anyway. It's a very cool classic 1997 children's book. My name is Jared Nathan. I'm 11 years old, and this is the storybook I always learn how to read about. This was called Bee and Mr. Jones. Story and pictures by Amy Schwartz. Bee and Mr. Jones wanted to know about going to work by traveling a train and boat And car, too. Well, this is Jared Nathan speaking. I'm 11 years old, and this is being Mr. Jones. Sign up to another reading Rainbow book. Hi, my name is Samantha Tolkaz. I'm only 13 years old, and this is the cool book I always wanted to read about. This was called The Best Way to Ripton. It was illustrated from the creators of Lilly, a magical dragon that lived long ago, because we love reading storybooks the other day. And so we've done for Ripton's choices. We love reading good storybooks. I love reading a good storybook. Don't you agree? This is Samantha, and I love reading good storybooks the way I love children's books. Back to you, LeVar Burton. See ya! What is the new book about reading books from children's stories? That was so nice to look after those books the way you did, to be promising you. That's why we really loved our storybooks quite so much about our appreciation. We love choosing those purses of women's. That's the way they're going to work like children's or young adults, to know about stacking the shelves and put away those shoes in racks. We love using our purses, don't you? I read something that's about reading those books today. Well, I love reading Lily's purple plastic purse with me. Well, got my own today. See you next time. Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow.
I can be anything.
Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. Today's Reading Rainbow books are Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes, published by Green Willow Books. The Purple Hat by Tracy Campbell Pearson, published by Farrar, Straus and Giroux. Bee and Mr. Jones by Amy Schwartz, published by Bradbury Press. The Best Way to Ripton by Maggie S. Davis, illustrated by Stephen Jamel, published by Holiday House. Reading Rainbow is made possible by a grant from Kellogg's, who reminds you to take time each day for reading, and Chef Junior.
Chef Junior Dinosaur Pasta supports PBS Kids TV.
Funding for this series was also provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, a private corporation funded by the American people, and by annual financial support from viewers like you, and the National Science Foundation, supporting programs that enable all children to succeed in science, mathematics, and technology, the Pew Charitable Trusts, and the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations.